want to say she was the favorite, but there definitely was a high percentage that she was going to do well in the downhill, especially with all the podiums that she got during the World Cup circuit. What do you think about Lindsey Vonn's chances now that she is going to compete, or at least is going to try to, on an injured knee?
Yeah, 40% chance is what the analytics had for her being on top of the podium in the downhill before that injury. After the injury, down to 5%, and now below 1% is what the analytics is telling you. So that just shows you, this is a pretty traumatic injury. I personally have had 3 ACL surgeries. I could not imagine doing what she's doing right now. The instability you feel on that leg once you've torn that ACL, and in the back of your mind, constantly knowing what that pop, what that grinding feels like. Now, she is obviously a high caliber athlete who's able to put stuff aside, whether it be weather, whether it be injuries. So she believes that she can push it aside. Personally, as a normal non-athlete, I don't know that I could, but we'll see how she's able to cut. We'll see how she's able to bend and flex. And she says she's got no swelling. That's good. Keep in mind, Mickey Mantle played on a torn ACL most of his career, believe it or not. So it is quite possible. It's just a very, very difficult sport. Baseball compared to skiing, when you're relying on your knees to cut and weave, it's going to be a little trickier for her.
Yeah, with Mickey Mantle, I think it was a sprinkler head, right, that he ran into in center field at one point. Yeah, kind of a crazy, just a crazy phenomenon there. Since you've gone through this, let me put on your Dr. Ryan Burrow hat for a second. How long did it take you to recover?
Well, after surgery, it's 6 months before you can really get back to doing the things that you want to do. The first thing is strength, because you lose a lot of muscle, obviously, after the surgery. You get your flexibility back, something that you've got to work on constantly. Physical therapy is huge, multiple times during the day. But at this point, she's at the point of no return. She's not going to have surgery between now and her first race. She's not going to be able to do anything other than physical therapy and maybe some other treatments that obviously fit within the legalities of the IOC. That being said, she says she's skied on a bum knee before and excelled. So, we'll see what happens. I like on social media, she posted the Dumb and Dumber video.
I saw that.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Yep.
And of course, as long as there's a chance, we went through the less than 1% probability in some of the analytics, but with Lindsey Vonn, you can't count her out. And she brought up the point that people didn't think she'd be here in the first place. So it just adds to the story. It adds to the lore of Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah, and Samsonite, I was way off. There's another quote from that. I don't want to call it a cult following, but hey, I've seen that movie quite a few times. From Lindsey Vonn to Mikaela Shiffrin, obviously a lot of people think that she's the greatest skier of all time. And, she got 3 DNFs in races in Beijing, so she's hoping to, get some hardware this time around. Where do you stand on the whole Mikaela Shiffrin is the best or is not the best in your mind?
She's coming in with a lot of confidence, and that's a big part of it right there. She could have easily hung him up after the last Olympic cycle and said, you know what, this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not quite where I need to be. But listening to her on the teleconference just ahead of these games with the U.S. OPC, that would have been last week, she seems confident. She seems ready to go. She seems healthy, at least to the best of her ability. And, the sky's the limit. Her analytics are looking pretty good, actually, as far as among the favorites for some of these highly competitive events that she's got. So we will see. And obviously that she's a name. If Lindsey Vonn goes down, she's a name that everyone's going to be turning to look at and see how she does this time around. Is kind of the poster child of skiing.
Well, she might be the new headline if Lindsey Vonn isn't able to compete. I mean, obviously, they're kind of co-sharing that platform right now. Last question for you, Ryan, on this particular live stream, but we'll be talking to you certainly a lot more throughout the games. The flag bearers, Aaron Jackson, Frank Del Duca, were they the right choice for Team USA, and why?
Well, there's no wrong choice here. Obviously, Aaron Jackson's got a great story. You've covered that, in the remarks that we heard earlier in the show. Frank Del Duca, a little bit of a surprise, not much of a household name. We understand the Italian connection there. And you never know when some of these people do become household names. So there's no blame there. And if you're voted by your own peers, that obviously means they've got a lot of respect for what you've done. There are people on Team USA who are more decorated. There are people on Team USA who have been to more Olympic Games. I think we said, 3 5-timers, 7 4-timers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think 10 3-timers. And he's one of the 22 2-timers, 33 previous medals. So there are people more decorated, but it's good to learn about these athletes and maybe know a little bit about them before you see their races taking place. And we never know on the back end who's going to be the flag bearer in the closing ceremonies. Maybe the most decorated person, maybe that Hillary Knight, maybe that Brittany Bowe. We'll see.
But it's kind of cool when it is somebody that comes from, I don't want to say a lesser-known sport, because with the Olympics, let's face it, I mean, there are some sports that are popular, there are some that are kind of different, but I remember when Erin Hamlin was the choice in Pyeongchang, and that was just really cool for her and for upstate New York as well, too. So, Ryan Burrow, WGN Radio, thank you so much for the time. We'll talk to you again soon. Appreciate the insight as always.
Good talking with you. You too, Andrew. Take care.
Thank you very much, Ryan Burrow. He's got great stuff. We'll be talking to him a lot throughout these games. But for now, we need to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Fridays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash. IndigoSkyCasino.com for promotional details. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy told him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Chris Cuomo here. Welcome to News Nation.
Chris Cuomo, part of America's new prime time. Diverse voices, fresh perspectives, with respect for all of us. Only on News Nation. News for all Americans.
I'm Bailey Stroll, and this isn't going to be your typical newscast. SpongeBob's over, Fat Bear Week. This is just one of the craziest stories that's ever happened in Springfield.
The Daily Scroll with Bailey Stroll, weekdays at 3:30 on Ozarks First Plus.
You're hearing this first on Ozarks First. Oh, look at that little baby.
Heard rumors of these things.
Okay,
you never have any fun on TV.
2 police officers in Westminster, California, running into a home fully engulfed in flames. You can't even make this up. It's still a good story either way.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back, I guess, for the final time on this edition of Inside Italy 2026. I'm your host, Andrew Martin. Opening ceremony on Friday. Let's get to know a little bit about the stadium where the opening ceremony will take place. Here's reporter Angelique Martinez.
Welcome to San Siro Stadium, also known as the Temple of Football. This is going to be host of the Milano Cortina opening ceremony this Friday. The stadium is turning 100 years old this year and getting ready for its biggest event yet. Preparations are underway as we're just days away from the opening ceremony. The San Siro Stadium is home to AC Milan and Inter Milan. It's also been home to many iconic events, from hosting the 1934 World Cup semifinal to the opening ceremony in 2026. This is the largest stadium in Italy, holding 76,000 spectators. Besides all the action that's happened here on the pitch, San Siro has hosted some of the biggest artists in the world, from Bob Marley in 1980 to Taylor Swift's Eras Tour in 2024. The opening ceremony will likely be San Siro's last hurrah, as it's set to be demolished and a new stadium will be built. Since the stadium is in its centennial year, it needs quite a few upgrades, but it will go out with its biggest event to date, the opening ceremony. Friday's opening ceremony will also feature performances by Andrea Bocelli and Mariah Carey. In Milan, I'm Angelique Martinez.
Angelique, thank you so much. Yeah, a lot of history in that stadium, and I don't know, I'm kind of sad to see it to see it go away, because if Taylor Swift's going to be performing there, maybe you can just get more concert dates on the schedule there, and then I think they would sell out quite a bit. We're running out of time. Before we go, I want to show you the pin of the day. This is Stella the Dog, and it's from the ice dancing team of Chalk and Bates. I would imagine that Stella is their family dog. They are married, by the way. Love the tongue just kind of coming out with, are they googly eyes? I can't tell, but I love it. It's enamel. It's got the American flag. It is very, very cool. Well, that's it for this edition of Inside Italy 2026. Again, I'm your host, Andrew Martin. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time on this digital stream.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Fridays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash. IndigoSkyCasino.com for promotional details. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Oh, I don't see where you got your degree.
I don't have one. I went another route.
All right. I guess tell me a bit about your experience.
For 15 years, I've been managing logistics and mastering project management skills.
Wow. Sounds like you've got just the kind of skills and experience we're looking for.
A rapid rundown of the local headlines, stories shared, viral videos, plus the features and facts before they hit your feed. You're watching The Daily Scroll with me, Bailey Stroll.
Hello, glad you're with us this afternoon for another episode of The Daily Scroll with me, Bailey Stroll, and Jay Reed's over here who just dropped a bomb on me.
Oh, no.
Never seen the Titanic.
Look.
What?
There's a lot of movies I've never seen. I didn't start watching movies till I was
He claims it to be like a movie buff. Never seen the Titanic.
Is your mic okay?
It's not.
You're freaked out so bad you broke your mic.
This mic. Why is this happening?
I always say I never saw Pulp Fiction and get a
well,
similar
I haven't.
reaction.
I haven't
okay.
seen
Well,
Pulp
that's
Fiction.
a classic. Like, how do you make it through film school without seeing?
Have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yes, I
Then,
have.
okay, you're
All right,
you're gaining points back, but go watch the Titanic. I said that I even watched it when you had to take out the VHS 1 and put in VHS 2. It was more of a commitment back then than it is now. It's easy now.
Is it on a streaming platform right now? I could just go.
I'm not sure actually. Might have to go to Family Video if they're still around and rent
not
it.
around. Have you been down?
I'm sure
Division? It's not still there.
There's a few. There
It's
was
a
a few
dentist
still
office now.
around. I know it is a dentist office now. Okay, well, we are talking about the Titanic today in the local thread, as well as we've got a whole bag of different things here. No ice rescues, if you've been watching that, people falling through frozen ponds and stuff like that. None of those, but a lot of other great things. A successful arrest or finding a child following an Amber Alert going out. That started in Texas, culminated in Ozark, Missouri, and we have the body camera of that. There is a new gallery at the Titanic Museum in Branson. that is pretty exciting if you have seen the movie. Okay? Which is 99.9%
if you're like
of people.
me and you haven't, and you're watching us on Roku right now, you can just pop over to the Roku channel. It's free
Paramount
with ads.
Plus.
That also. Oh, maybe.
Paramount Plus, or
but this is
on
free.
Roku.
You could watch it
Or-
free
oh,
on
there you go.
Roku. It's also on like
Roku.
Netflix.
There's
and stuff.
absolutely nothing stopping you from going and watching
Yeah, you
one
can
of
do
the
it
most.
right now. After
I'm talking to
the
you.
show. Okay. I'll just hold on. I gotta start something real quick.
There's nothing stopping you from going and watching one of the most classic movies that has ever been created ever. From the top to the bottom, from the director to the set, from the lore on set, the characters, the story behind it, the actors involved. I mean, what more could you ask for in cinema than the Titanic?
So
I'm just
true.
like absolutely appalled right now. Anyway, okay. And then later on, we're going to talk about the big game. You know, Super Bowl's coming up. And Heinz has debuted something that they're hoping to make headlines. And, you know, I'm taking the bait. Has to do with, you know, maybe one of your favorite condiments when you are reaching for a snack on Super Bowl Sunday. And then researchers that are studying the deep ocean, finding something that really caught my eye and would catch anybody's eye because it's pretty hard to miss. A very, very large something floating around in the deep ocean.
These are some crazy teases.
I'm trying to, you know, do my best here for you guys to stick around. You're going to want to, I'm telling you. And then later on, we'll do what we're watching, our screen time segment. I haven't been watching a lot, but I do have something for you if you like history and cooking, okay? All right, first, let's talk about that Amber Alert in Ozark, Missouri. All right. Give me that music. New video, this is released by the Highway Patrol, showing the moments that troopers were able to arrest a suspect in an Amber Alert case and then locate the child that was at the center of the Amber Alert. This all happened in Ozark on January 31st. So the Amber Alert was originally sent out related to a child abduction that was connected to a homicide case down in Mansfield, Texas. The alert went out at 2:13 that afternoon. That's important because just 7 minutes later, troopers in Missouri found the vehicle and were able to arrest the suspect with no major things. You can just see, what are we, at a Maverick here?
Something like that.
Rip, come and go. And they're able to just take this guy under arrest, get the child, and everything was safe, done without incident. And troopers were able to surround the vehicle. They had their guns drawn. I mean, if whoever was at this convenience store at the time, they saw a scene. Oh, it was a Casey's.
That's a Casey's.
It's a Casey's.
Also, crazy enough, I mean, first of all, I think it's wild that, like, everybody got that Amber Alert, hopefully. So, like, I saw that come through my phone.
Yes, I did too.
And then also that rescue video I just got today on, like, Instagram. Just popped up.
Really? From
So-
the Highway Patrol? Or
Yeah, I think
somebody
so.
else?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe it was from us.
Maybe.
So that was then shared just a couple of days later. Highway Patrol social media people are on this. They are touting their good work. And you know how they found them? I know a lot of people don't like these flock cameras. I have a lot to say about these flock cameras, which I think a lot of it is it's a little bit conspiracy. I'm not going to lie. Based on the facts, just spitting the facts, that the flock cameras, license plate readers, that's how they found the suspect. So chalk one up to those license plate readers.
Global surveillance.
I think people have been, saying in some comments, hey, that's what they think, global surveillance, or that they'll catch you speeding, or they can see if you're like somebody was holding a cheeseburger and they thought they were talking on the phone, or they thought it was a gun, or they thought they were talking on the phone, so they'll pull them over. I'm not going to say for sure that's not what's happening, but I'm pretty sure that's not what's happening.
Hopefully it helps people. That's all we
it did in this case. So, yeah. All right. And then next, just briefly,
we've already talked so much about it.
A new Titanic gallery So this museum down in Branson, the Titanic Museum attraction, has been around for 20 years. And in celebration of that, they're letting the public see an entirely new gallery, all focused on the movie this time. If you have been to this museum, you know it's mainly about just the wreck itself and artifacts from the wreck. This is about the movie.
Yeah.
I went to this when I was in middle school. Very somber experience, but also just absolutely fascinating.
The movie one is probably a little more fun than the real life one.
Yeah, you can be a little lighthearted, more lighthearted in the movie section, I guess. But it's going to have the violin that they were playing in the movie prop, because the real violin is still out there. If anybody's out there, I went with my sister to the Union Station in Kansas City to another Titanic exhibit. And it had the real violin.
See, that's cool.
That is cool. And the sheet music. The man was found with it strapped to his chest, floating in the water. And it was real. Well, they have the violin. They have the 11 Oscars that they won. And then, of course, they have the door. The door. But they say in the press release, they say it really funny. They say wood panel that is an integral character to the movie. They say the ornate wood panel, most known by moviegoers as the door, that's featured prominently in the Oscar-winning blockbuster, the focal point of the new display. So I guess that's what you're going to see when you go through it to the very end. But it's just funny that they say, like,
integral character.
It's the wood panel that a lot of people call the door.
The door. It is a door.
Because it's not. I guess it's not a door.
It doesn't have a door handle or
so
something.
So they're just like, well, that's what people call it.
Sure. Yeah. Well, don't worry, Bailey. I'm on my way. It's about 7 minutes in.
Oh my goodness. Well, by the end of this, you'll get 23 minutes in.
Yeah. So that's what,
into what?
A fourth of it?
Is it the 3-hour movie?
Sixth of it. Yeah. It's 3 hours and 8 minutes. 3 hours and 12 minutes.
100% the longest movie I've ever seen.
Tough.
But one of the best. It is great. It's a great movie. And, you know, when you're a kid, because I was a kid when I'm watching this, it's absolutely fascinating.
It's a ride.
I feel like it's real. It's really sad. I like watching the first half. The first VHS. Maybe not the second VHS as much. Maybe you watch the first hour and a half and then give it a few days and prepare yourself for what's about to happen.
Oh, no.
Since you don't know how it ends.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. When we come back, we're talking about a bus-sized jellyfish. A jellyfish the size of a bus was just found off the coast of Argentina. And then what Heinz is doing for this year's Super Bowl. If you think you might run out of ketchup, maybe you go the keg route. And we'll explain when we come back.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Fridays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash. IndigoSkyCasino.com for promotional details. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
We're not powerless, so long as we don't lose sight of what's important.
Don't be afraid to seize that moment to talk to your friends.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space.
The first step on our new journey. You coming?
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
Welcome to the only podcast that I know of that starts with two meteorologists actually loosening their tie.
You guys don't know what it's going to be an hour.
He'll say, nope, time to roll the window back up.
Watch Two Dudes in a Doppler Thursdays at 12:30 on Ozarks First Plus.
Try to say as many of these song titles on air that we can in the next week.
These are just swells that are generated by these
another.
tropical systems, and they hit the coastline.
We'll have to wear this tie on air. You already got the tie ready to go.
Just in time for the big game, Heinz is coming out with something we've never seen before. It is called the Keg Chup. Keg Chup.
Oh.
If you think you might run out of ketchup when you're dipping your snacks
Why is
or
it dripping?
having your Super Bowl party, you might want to invest in the Keg Chup. Yep. That's what they're doing.
Dip responsibly is actually pretty funny.
Dip responsibly is funny. They have said for decades, beer has been the MVP of the watch parties. But this year, the big game, well, actually every year, it's the second largest food holiday of the year. So they're saying the condiment has always been confined to the bottle, and they're leaving fans scrambling when it inevitably runs out. With Heinz Keg Chup, fans will never have to worry about running dry. Just tap, pour, and enjoy the crowd favorite snacks all game long.
I'm glad that you knew this was just a promo stunt and that you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
I did because, honestly, there are some people out there that ketchup disgusts them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so just seeing that video, I'm sorry.
Probably going to make somebody just throw up a little in their mouth.
I like ketchup, and I don't want to see that much ketchup in one place
I don't know if it needed to be sweating. I think that was unnecessary.
It's ice cold. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it stands 19.5 inches tall, the keg. Easy to dispense, has a spigot on it, and you can measure out your cup. It holds 114 ounces of the brand's signature sauce, enough to fuel even the most epic game day gatherings.
So can you buy this?
I think you can.
Okay.
I think you might have had to order it.
Oh, we might have missed.
So we might have missed the opportunity.
Pre-order,
Limited time.
We could have secured one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's about all I have to say about that.
Oh, okay. You didn't have more.
Absolutely disgusting.
Okay. If there was a food.
I'm just thinking about all of the snacks that I have that I would potentially have on the Super Bowl.
Sure.
None of them involve ketchup.
Okay. If you were to get a snack or a food or whatever in a keg, you were going to eat so much of it that you wanted a full keg of it, what would you get?
Oh. I love Arby's sauce, which is pretty much half ketchup.
That's basically, the same thing. Okay.
I haven't had Arby's in a long time.
You haven't strayed very far from the...
I really like au jus when I have a roast beef.
Gesundheit.
Maybe I could... No, salsa. Salsa or queso. I could do that.
That would go
like
well.
a fondue.
Would that make it... Yeah, I guess then you could shoot it into a little bowl or whatever, like the head there, and then...
I was telling Jamie Warner...
Yeah. You go through some salsa in the day.
I was telling Jamie Warner yesterday that my favorite food of all time is biscuits and gravy. Put biscuits and gravy in a keg.
Gravy keg?
Yeah, gravy. I would do that. Put it on some biscuits, open the spigot.
That might be grosser, yeah.
Okay, is there anything for you?
I don't know what it'd be. I was just thinking like a soda or something, Put some root beer in a
I love
root beer
me
keg.
some root beer. I would do it there. I would say, probably salsa.
That's a good answer.
A little homemade salsa.
That's a good group
Queso.
answer. Group event.
Maybe a little bean dip.
Yeah. What about jelly?
No.
Okay.
No, but my husband would definitely do a jelly.
That's as good of a segue as you're getting here. So you're good.
No, there you go. Oh, you got me. I was like, where did he come up with jelly? Okay. Off the coast of Argentina, there is a group of researchers that have been doing some deep sea research. They found a lot of things. Among them, a massive, massive, massive jellyfish. Honestly, beautiful. Love the look of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Blowing
other things out of the water. It was found 820 feet down. I can't even comprehend that. The bell of this jellyfish can grow up to 3.5 feet in diameter. about this.
You got so excited again. I think you broke your mic.
That's halfway through. That's more than half of my body.
Bailey, I think you broke your mic again doing that.
What? I barely touched it.
You slammed
half
on
of
the
my
desk,
body
that's it.
wide. Is this happening in any other shows here, or is it just me?
It's just you getting so passionate every time.
A massive, just a bell, but then its little legs or its tendrils. What do they call them?
Tentacles?
The arms.
Arms, okay.
I guess. Can go up to 33 feet long, which I did a little research here. So, a school bus, 30 feet long. A shipping container, about 30 feet long. 2-story building, about 30 feet high. The length of a bowling lane, about 30 feet. So picture a 2-story building, and that's how long these little arms are coming down.
Yeah, I kept thinking it was going to reach a top here, but it just keeps going.
It doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop.
It does not stop. And I'm just imagining being in the vast ocean and seeing that and it going on forever and forever and forever. And the craziest thing about this is they got it on camera.
Yeah.
Because you're in you're in the ocean, 820 feet down.
Tough to get a lot of light to film down there.
Absolutely incredible. And now, okay, just really quick, they also found, let's see here, 28 new species, they believe, including worms, corals, sea urchins, sea snails, sea anemones, and the largest known coral reef in the global ocean.
Wow.
They're doing some great work out there off the coast of Argentina. And I should give them a shout out. This is Schmidt Ocean Institute. Good for them.
Would you go to the bottom of the ocean?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Would you rather go to the bottom of the ocean or space?
I don't know. I've been watching this for a little bit. I wouldn't go to the bottom of the ocean. Too scary.
Touche.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe space for me.
Yeah.
You could
I
at
think
least
space is
float
fun.
forever.
Yeah. You could float forever.
You could get lost and be brought back. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can go wrong.
Maybe I'll turn
We've
on
seen.
gravity after this. We'll see.
Yeah, see which one scares you more. Which one is unnerving. Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk about what we've been watching over the past week, our screen time segment, and then if I have a little time during the commercial break, I'll see what new things have come out. Because I only got 2, and they're not that great. Okay, we'll be back.
Fridays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash. IndigoSkyCasino.com for promotional details. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I feel that I'm not getting the attention that I need, and it's a lot built up in my chest. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
My opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I responded to.
Communities must step up
Laws
and
alone
protest
cannot
against this
stop the
normalizing.
bullying.
Well, I completely disagree. Point of inquiry, do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of children and teens are gun injuries?
You're probably starting to realize now, this is not a debate.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
Well, what we are watching. I've been slacking on my
You haven't been
TV
watching anything.
I have been productive at home. Gave my dog a bath
what's that like?
this week instead of watching TV one evening. Actually, on a Monday night even, gave my dog a
Whoa.
bath at 9 p.m.
Whoa.
When I would typically be watching Fallout.
Well, this weekend, I watched a movie.
And it's one of the ones that people are talking about the most right now.
I really didn't know that much about going in. I watched like the trailer, I think, at some movie, so I knew like the beats of the story kind of premise. But I didn't know what the vibe was going to be. And you asked if it was funny, and I think that's, first of all, I found it. I've told a lot of people it's really gross. So if you think that bothers you, don't watch it. It's really gross.
Like gruesome?
Like, not horribly gruesome as much as I felt like gross. But like I was telling Jesse the other day, because he asked about it. In a normal movie, I feel like they would be like, in the trailer, there's a scene where they find like a hog on the island, and they're gonna like hunt it. And in a normal movie, they'd be like, and there's the hog, and she's going after it, and then we cut to after. They don't do that. They just see it right through, and it's like, ugh. But like, it does.
They're trying to be different.
It's done in a way that got people laughing, like, because there's other things that aren't just like violent, that are just gross, that did make people laugh with how over the top some of them were, with how
this is a weird
uncomfortable
movie,
they make you.
I feel, to market when it's
hard,
a little bit of everything.
It's hard to market. I think they did a good job though, because they really showed the main characters, and I think that is where it shines. I thought both actors did a great job. And so much of the movie is just them
talking.
And there is other things going on, but almost when other things show up in the movie, you're like, oh, right, this isn't just about these two people, because you get so invested in just like these two people.
I do know the premise. Yeah. And you can't go wrong with Rachel McAdams.
Exactly.
I mean, she's the best of the best out there. Love her. Regina George. And from The Notebook, of course.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many things she'd been in.
Oh my gosh, she's the best. I love her so much. Dylan O'Brien, love him too.
Yeah, Teen Wolf. It's a good time.
That's right. I was like, what? I used to watch him in a show.
He's also
Teen Wolf.
Maze Runner and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't watch
him. He has
but Teen
several
Wolf.
credits. Teen Wolf was fun.
I think that they have a good chemistry.
Yeah, they do. For actors I wouldn't have put in something together. It turns out if you give them a good script and stuff, they
I just kind of thought, it's weird, these two big names in just a random horror movie.
Yeah,
but
it's a Sam Raimi.
It's not really a horror movie.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Is it kind of like a Castaway?
A little bit.
With a little bit of humor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It also, though, has a little bit, I felt like it almost had like a thriller vibe, because there was points where I was like, oh, we got some twists and turns coming, don't we? And you do. You have some things that you
Well,
don't
I
expect.
would ask if it's like the Titanic, but you wouldn't know.
Still working on it.
Maybe it is. Okay. Well, another one coming out that people have been talking about is Beatles Mania is back. I looked it up, though. I thought that one of the... So there's a 4-series cinematic event.
Yeah,
but the first one's not coming out till April 2028.
We'll see how that goes.
So I'm a little early on this one, but Paul Mescal is playing Paul McCartney, Joseph Quinn playing George Harrison, love Joseph Quinn, Harris Dickinson, not sure who that is, playing John Lennon, and Barry, I never know how to say his last name, Keegan is playing Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to know about that, because it's not going to be out for 2 more years.
Oh, really? Yeah, I saw all the pictures, and I vaguely know what the Beatles look like, so I was like, yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I will be watching this. I want to watch it.
I'm interested to see how, because, yeah, isn't it like 4 movies the same day release something?
Maybe. That's what it kind of alluded to.
Close together, I think, is the plan, and I want to see how that plays out, because I don't know if that makes sense in my head.
They've got 2 more years
to figure it out.
Get it together.
Get people ready for it. That's true.
Okay, and we just have 1 minute left, but I'm going to tell you.
Got to talk about your guy.
Pregnancy insomnia is a real thing, okay? And when I'm up in the middle of the night, I'm looking for something a little lighthearted that I could doze off to. Doesn't really matter if I miss it, if it plays the next episode and I wake up in the middle of that one. It's called Tasting History on YouTube. I know I'm not the first to find this, okay? This guy has millions of followers. His name is Max Miller. Absolutely fascinating. He does the whole gamut, from the beginning of time recipes to school lunch recipes from back in the day. He makes them himself, and then while it's baking or cooking, he talks about the history of it. It is so amazing. I've watched, he has hundreds. He's been doing this for a few years now. I've watched probably a third of them, all in between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Have you ever made one of the recipes?
I haven't, but I could. Well, he's made some like Mexican dishes that I've made before, like real tamales and things like that. And I love hearing the history about it from back then. He made biscuits and gravy and talked about the history of that. It's so fascinating. I absolutely love it. So go check it out. Tasting History on YouTube. And that's going to do it for us. Another episode down. Another what we're watching segment, and we'll be back with that one next week, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Okay, here's the scoop. I got this team through so many after-hours compliance nightmares, stress eating their way through global PTO rules, W-4s, and EEO-1s. And one day, all of a sudden, there were no more meltdowns, which means I'm just leftovers now.
When you need a healthier way to handle compliance, that's Bambooable. That's Bamboo HR.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Fridays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash. IndigoSkyCasino.com for promotional details. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
I'm a United States Marine. When I came home, I became angry. I had migraines and respiratory issues.
I served in the Army. There's a lot more people out there that have gone through more things. I shouldn't go and get those benefits because they had it worse.
If you could say anything to that veteran, what would you say?
Every veteran is deserving the benefits they earned by serving our country. You deserve because you serve. If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
It's time for the big game alongside Jared Payton, the son of Sweetness, and me, Chris Hagan. We did not plan on wearing identical shirts. The one thing that differentiates us is the top button.
Yeah, that one looks like it would fit me too.
Whatever, Mr. Muscles. Hey, guess what? We're coming out. You got to come out of the gate strong. You got to start strong.